So we're gonna start actually with a segment though. I want to try starting with celebrities eating foods. This was a smash hit my last time I did this. But this time we're gonna add a little bit of like a little bit of a twist to it. So I
Okay.
feel like my error with the last one I did this was I said like athletes and famous people, and we think of them having very good diets, and they typically do, because they need to stay in shape. So we're gonna call this one "Celebrities Eating Foods Cheat Day Edition." Okay,
Mm,
because this is you're a fitness guy, and we need to talk about
yep.
not the meal that you would always eat because you eat the same things probably every day, but the cheat day. And since we're starting with celebrities, and by a lot of accounts, you are a celebrity. We're gonna start with you first. What
Oh,
food do you envision yourself eating on a cheat day?
God, I'm such a weirdo because I'm like a cheat day for me would be like eat 3 pounds of rice. But I would say the first thing off the top of my head is give me some French toast, give me every topping you can imagine on it. Give me some chocolate chips. I mean, you've seen me eat whatever's in sight, but the French toast is the way to my heart, and then an ice cream. If we
I
can put it all together, I mean, and gosh, the world I live in, it's so like regimented and like, oh, you have to eat this, you have to eat that. Like, don't get me wrong, I have my cheat day. Like a Friday night, bring on the ice cream, and no, it's not like the serving size recommended. It's give me the whole pint. So, um,
right. Think of the Ben and Jerry's. The Ben and Jerry's ain't getting saved another day.
specifically Ben and Jerry's. I don't know all the crazy names they have. I just gotta go and read them in the local market that I just like. Oh, the chocolate chip cookie dough, but that's
Tonight
me.
though. But tonight though, I
Yeah.
think that's what it's called. It's the
What's
Jimmy
tonight?
Fallon. It's the Jimmy Fallon one. It's called
Oh
the
yeah. That's right. Yep.
right. So
Hey,
that one's pretty
you know
bad. That
your
one's
ice creams.
hey, I know better than anybody. When it comes to Ben and Jerry's, I bought more Ben and Jerry's than I'm proud to say. But it's too good. And yeah, it's a one serving. If you ask me, it's one serving. But like no, not
Yeah.
most.
You don't
So
give
yeah,
something out that small that's not one serving.
it's what I'm saying. Like everyone's like, yo, like that's like 3 days. I'm like 3 days. What 3 days are you talking about? That's
Right?
one. I got an hour with that thing.
There's no such thing.
Yeah. So I had you down because I had heard some legend while you were up at the Cape. This may be true, may not be true, of the amount of burgers that you had eaten in one setting. And I was thinking in my mind, if he's gonna have a cheat day, he might just ball up with some burgers, like classic.
See, yeah, and like anything, so that's my problem. It's not a problem because I can like if it's a day, I'm going all out on anything, and that's probably not the best of advice for someone that's looking to, you know, get into the lifestyle. But like what I would recommend is like have one meal, have a workout around it, and make sure that you're using it as fuel. I kind of go against my own words, and like that day specifically, I had Seamus was making four double burgers, right? He made me four, and I had the brioche buns.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, you were there. Literally, the next 4 days, it took me to get over that because my stomach was in a knot,
Yeah,
and
your stomach
I don't
getting
know if
used to
that's
it.
deeper issues. Yeah, but four, yeah, 8 patties
That's
of burgers. That's
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 just
okay to shove my face with.
that's a good one. So I wanted to start with you because at least like we don't even have to imagine you eating it. Like you can just say what you eat. So that's a good one.
Yeah,
Um,
easy.
all right, next. How about Dwayne the Rock Johnson? What do you see him eating on a cheat day?
I see him. I see him going crazy on some kind of chicken tenders. Some kind
Hmm.
of. He seems so. He seems like he wouldn't go as far to be like to go to the Ben and Jerry's. Like
Okay,
it would still
but
be
that's
it
too
would still
much.
be on the yeah, like the chicken. At least he knows like I'm having chicken. Like if breaded steak tenders were a thing, he'd be having steak tenders.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I could see him going to McDonald's and ordering like a 50-piece McNugget.
Yes, like fried chicken. It's just except
Yeah.
that's just like it's not good for you, but you can still maybe make an excuse. You know,
Smacking some mashed potatoes and gravy with what's that
potatoes.
one at K what's the one at KFC? They've got like corn, cheese, the
Yes.
popcorn chicken. I haven't had that in a
Mhm.
minute.
See, that makes sense to me. The gravy on some mashed potatoes, that's very
hmm
rock to me. I really like
hmm
that. There's one more I was thinking about with
I
him.
I feel like I've seen him do. a cheat day something, and I think it was very similar actually to what I said. I think he's a big pancake guy. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look that up. But
yeah. But we all have cheat days. We all have
yeah,
cheat days.
well, some of us more than others.
Yeah, for sure. Every day's a cheat day. I mean, recently, dude, you don't even want to hear what I've been eating. You'd be so disappointed. Anyway, okay. So next, let's go with David Goggins. What do you think, David Goggins? I think honestly, I think he's the one guy that doesn't have cheat days. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Rocks. He just put some salt on some rock. Put like icing on, like take the icing off a cake, put it on a rock. Um, golly, I don't. Does he eat?
I don't know, dude. I think he might just like. I think he's got like IVs that just like inject shit into him straight up. Like I wouldn't be shocked. Stay hard, you know. Like
I really have no clue. Like, I mean, maybe some like cauliflower pizza with,
yeah, he would still leave it.
like it's got to be something super carb heavy because he's gonna go out and run 373 miles the next day.
Yeah.
I'm going pizza.
Pizza,
I've,
pizza.
I've I also I think I'm on the train that I don't believe he eats. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna stick to that opinion.
he don't even eat like at all. He just
No, he's too mentally tough for food.
stay hard. Like, he's just
Yeah.
like put the food down. Who's gonna carry the box? I
Who's
can
gonna
carry your
get?
food. I can carry the box. That dude's he's so funny. I'm
Dude,
not funny like I'm making fun of him. It's just funny that like it's even possible to be like that. Like it's just funny.
it's there's a lot of truth to it. He's extreme, but if we can take like little bits and pieces of what he does in his lifestyle, I mean, I have a very similar mentality. But obviously I'm not a Navy SEAL and I'm not, but his little, I mean, it's 1% better every day, right? It's the same stuff that I talk about. Largely because I look up to him as well. His books are really good. I don't know if you've read them, but
I have not, but I know that I need to read them. I know I've been told many times I need to read them. That's what
hey,
I've heard I need to read. Um, all right, let's get a female in the mix. How about Simone Biles, Olympian?
oh, she strikes me. Yeah, she is in shape. Trying to think. She's got to stay agile. She's got to stay. She'd probably go out and do a few backflips. I'm going. She strikes me as ice cream. Some kind of like
Yep.
crazy hot fudge sundae. I don't know. These are also just things that my brain goes to, and I'm thinking of freaking cheat food, and I
Yeah,
can
I
eat it
think of like
all.
sweets though too. I think of like a sweet something like tasty, you know, like not so
What
much
do you
not like
see her eating?
heavy. I probably if I'm gonna I'm on. I got a weird one. I got a weird one. I got tiramisu.
Ooh,
I just see her
some.
just mocking tiramisu.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
I don't know
why.
why. When you said that, I thought of creme brulee,
Creme
a
brulee.
nice
It's just
scoop of
something like
vanilla ice cream.
I don't know. It's like something about like something uniquely small but like sweet, like really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I could see her like that
Kind,
being
kind of like her. Like she's small, but just like it's overtaking.
exactly. So that makes a
Wow,
lot of
we
sense.
just
It matches her
we just got
personality.
deep.
We got really deep. We got really, really. All right, I'm gonna go with some local flavor here next. How about this is the last one, just so we can move on.
All right,
Mark Wahlberg.
burgers. I mean, Wahlburgers, right?
Good
He's got
job.
to be. He's got to be. I mean, if he made a restaurant, there's got to be a reason. Although he probably. I've actually never been. I'm sure
I have not.
you haven't.
I have not.
Oh no, he's got to be burgers. He's got to be. So actually, to go back on me,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of people like Mark Wahlberg. He's a pretty fit guy, right?
Hmm.
I consider this a cheat, but every night I have a protein smoothie, and whatever I'm feeling, like I have a million different protein flavors. And most of the time, I'll catch myself. I'll have my protein smoothie, and I have to stop myself from having more. Another one. It's
Hmm.
like that's my sweet tooth craving. It's good in moderation, right? But most of the time, I'm craving more. And some nights I'll just go like that'll be my cheat. I'll have like 5 protein smoothies.
Wow.
Now it probably doesn't. It's probably not worth the time that I spend behind closed doors after that. But it's but that I could see Mark Wahlberg just smacking protein shakes too. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, that makes sense to me.
But
Hey, I put him there so that to see if you'd say burgers. I wasn't certain how hip you were to Mark Wahlberg lore, so I had to throw him in there. But yeah, burgers got to be. I mean, I think it's more Donnie Wahlberg that does the Wahlburger stuff, but
hmm
still, I mean, they wouldn't make it Wahlberg unless they both
I
love
didn't
burgers.
know. I did not know that actually.
I think it's more Donnie, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it might be. From what I remember, but
Probably is. Yeah.
honestly, I
Well,
bet who knows.
he's definitely he's a burger guy. I don't even
Yeah,
know him.
I know. I don't even know him. I don't know him either. I don't know if it's not going to get up somehow, but I bet he's a burger guy as well.